Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to take a look at the Vivo V27 and V27 Pro. Now you can pick these up online. I'll throw the links up in the description. The price for the V27 starts at $400 and the V27 Pro $460. Now I'm going to review both of these phones at the same time because they're basically identical except for 4 key differences, which we'll talk about in a minute. Alright, so let's go through the specs real quick. Let's start off with the V27 Pro. Now this one comes in 2 different colors. You got Magic Blue and Noble Black. For the display, you got a 6.78-inch AMOLED panel with a resolution of 1080 by 2400. Now that's 388 for the PPI Patrol. You got glass on the front, glass on the back with the plastic frame, and on the side note, the glass on the back changes colors. You gotta see it to believe it. You got HDR10 Plus and a 120 Hz refresh rate. For the processor, you got the MediaTek Dimensity 8200 with the Mali G610 GPU. Now, what does that mean in English? Mid-range specs, bro. Mid-range specs. Now, it's running Android 13 with FunTouch 13 skin on top. For the battery, you got a 4,600 milliamp battery that features 66 watt fast charge. Now, Vivo claims you can charge this phone from 0 to 50% in 19 minutes and 0 to 72% in 30 minutes. Now for the cameras, on the rear you got a triple setup. So you got a 50 megapixel wide angle, 8 megapixel ultra wide, and a 2 megapixel macro sensor. Now you can shoot 4K video at 60 frames per second. On the front, you got a 50 megapixel wide angle lens, and you could also shoot 4K video at 60 frames per second. Now you got Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, NFC, face unlock, on-screen fingerprint sensor, and an always-on display. Alright, so what's missing? There's no IP rating, so the phone is not water resistant, no wireless charge, no expandable memory, no headphone jack, that shit's whack, hashtag bars, no dual speakers, and no IR blaster. Alright, so that's $460. Now I know what you're getting ready to say. What's the difference between the two? All of the specs are identical except for 4 things. Let's break it down. First of all, the price. The V27, $400. V27 Pro, $460. Next, the color choices. Now with the V27, this one comes in 4 colors. You got Magic Blue, Emerald Green, Noble Black, and Flowing Gold. For the V27 Pro, 2 colors, Magic Blue and Noble Black. Next, the processor. Now with the V27, this one has the MediaTek 7200 versus the MediaTek 8200. So theoretically, the V27 Pro should be a little bit better in terms of performance, but in the real world, they're gonna run exactly the same. And here's the last key difference, the camera. All of the camera modules are identical, except for the V27, you can only shoot 4K video at 30 frames per second on the front and on the back. With the V27 Pro, 4K 60 frames per second on the front and on the back. Now, let me say this. For $400 and $460, these might be the best camera phones on the market. Okay, the cameras on these phones are incredible. All right, so let's unbox it and see what it is. First things first, shout out to White Shoes. She got the day off. Let's start off with the V27, $400. Okay, now this is a 5G phone. This is the global ROM. Okay, now I used it on AT&T and T-Mobile, no issues. Now this is the Flowing Gold. Okay, beautiful looking phone. You got the Aurora light on the back. That's going to give you your soft nighttime portrait shots. Let's see inside. One-stop shopping. You do get a case. Okay, nice gel skin case. Usual books and shit. Plug them and file them. And of course, let's all say it together. Samsung, Google, Apple, pay attention. The charger is in the box where it belongs. And you got a USB-A to USB Type-C charging cable. Okay, so this is the V27, $400. Now, if you want to spend that extra $60 and get the Pro model, a little bit better processor, but most importantly, these are mid-range camera phones. Right? These are mid-range phones with beastly cameras. So if you want the top-of-the-line beastly camera and you want to shoot a lot of videos, 4K, 60 frames per second, from the front and on the back, spend the extra $60, go with the V27 Pro. Okay, let's check this one out. Now this is going to be the Magic Blue color with the glass that changes color on the back. I know you're gonna have to see this to believe it. Let's see. As far as the inside the box, you got another case. Okay, usual books and shit. And of course, let's say it one more time. Why not? Samsung, Google, Apple. Okay, this is what we're paying for. We want to see the charger in the box. Okay, USB Type-C charging cable. It is what it is. Now check this out. I want y'all to see this real quick. Let me move this stuff out the way. Let me grab a little light. Watch this now. This kind of blew me away. All I'm going to do is take this flashlight. You see a regular light. Watch this. Bro, look at that. Changes colors on the back. Now this actually disappears after about maybe 8 to 10 minutes. But if you want to, let's just do the whole phone. Look at this. Changes colors on the back. Now, if you wanted to get creative, you could cut out some little papers and make your own designs. But how sick is this? Color changing back panel. This is crazy. All right, so I'm going to pause the video. We'll set everything up. And by the time I come back, this is going to go back to its original color. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, y'all, so we back in. First, let's check the actual weight of each of these phones. Let's start off with the V27. Okay, 183 grams. V27 Pro, 183 grams. Exact same weight. All right, so now let's talk about the build quality. But before I do that, it's only been about 5 minutes, and you can see the colors going back to its normal. Watch this. This is what I meant by, look, you can make your own designs. You see? Now, that was just a cheap demo, but if I had a real fancy cutout, I could drop my own designs on the back. I love that. Now, we'll do this in real time, and we'll see how long it takes to disappear. Nice lightweight phones, glass on the front, glass on the back. You got the plastic frames. You got to keep the cost down somewhere. Triple camera setups on the rear on each of these. Okay, little Vivo logo. But the colors, okay? I am feeling this flowing gold. But this magic blue right here, sick. We got to do that one more time. Look at this. How crazy is that? This is going to be perfect for your Instagram photos on the table. You can put your logo, take a photo, and then after a couple of minutes, it's going to go back to its original color. All right, so let's look around real quick. On one side, you got power button, volume up and down. On the top, there's your mic. A little bit disappointed. No IR blaster, because usually Vivo phones do have an IR blaster. But again, you got to keep the cost down some way. This side is nice and clean. Speaker grill, okay? No dual speakers. USB Type-C charging slot. And there's your SIM tray. Same thing on this phone. Okay? No dual speakers. It is what it is. Now, I know somebody's going to say, what about the OnePlus Ace 2V that I reviewed the other day? $400. Here's the difference. This has a better camera than the OnePlus phone. Now, the OnePlus phone does have better processor and dual speakers, and it also has an IR blaster. But if you're serious about your photography, you're going to see how these pictures look for yourself. After you watch this video, run back to the OnePlus video and look at the difference in the night shots. Okay, this is basically flagship level cameras. Now you see the color, it's starting to slowly change back to normal. You don't have to do anything. Next. Let's look at me, little wipe down real quick. Always on display. Fully customizable on each phone. Now, a couple of different ways you can open up the device. You can swipe up, put in your pad and your pin. Next, you got on-screen fingerprint sensor, which works flawlessly on each of these. And my favorite, face unlock. Bang, look at the face unlock. We'll do it on this one. Bang, look how fast that is. All right, so I'm not looking. Let's look. Bang. Face unlock. Now, this is a perfect example of why I always say, don't buy your phones based on the specs on paper. Because if you're just looking on paper, you would think that the V27 Pro is a lot faster because of the processor. But in the real world, side-by-side testing, they're going to perform basically the same. So here's the difference. it's all about the savings. Okay, now both of them, you're going to get that amazing camera, but if you want a little bit better camera, spend the extra $60. But if it's about money, if it's just about savings, you want to save some money, I highly recommend going for the V27. Okay, $400. This is a certified beast. Now it's running the global ROM. Okay, so you got your Google apps on each one. I'm going to try to do this quick since we're doing two phones. No need to go through all of the quick toggles. They're the same on each one. Okay, so you got your nearby share, you got ultra game mode, screen record, screencast. Okay, let's go over the settings. Okay, now I can do this on either phone because basically all of the settings are the same, so I don't have to go through each phone. So we're doing them on one phone. Everything is exactly the same. Okay, let's see. Let's go to Bluetooth devices. You got OTG, nearby share. Okay, let's go to display real quick. Now, one thing about FunTouch OS, super customizable. Okay, 120 hertz refresh rate. You do got smart switch. I just want to show y'all real quick. 120 refresh rate on both of these devices. Okay, let's see anything else. Let's go to lock screen and wallpaper. Okay, now both of them have the same customizable, always on displays. You got a bunch of different ones to choose from. And if you're going to see all, look at that. Okay, now I like the race car ones. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply that. Okay, keep it moving. Let's go to lock screen settings. Okay, nothing to really see there. Home screen settings. You can have the app drawer if you want. Nothing to see there. Simple mode. Yada, yada, yada. Now, dynamic effects. This is what I mean by FunTouch OS being super customizable. You got a bunch of different dynamic effects to choose from. You got ambient lights. Now you can have your music display. Look at the animations. Okay, so you got a bunch of different fingerprint animations. Okay, after unlock animations. Face recognition animations. I like that little smiley face and the cube. Charging animations. Okay, how many phones let you change the charging animation? USB animation. Okay, that little fire coming from the bottom. Really dope. And a screen off animation. Remember back in the days, the old school Nexus devices? This is how they used to turn off like this. That was pretty dope. Let's kind of leave that one. Okay, so that's your screen off animation. So a bunch of different dynamic effects. Sound and vibration. Now, one bottom firing speaker, it is pretty loud, but I'm so used to having dual speakers. That's one of my gripes with this phone. I wish they would have had dual speakers. Okay, but it is nice and loud though. I'll do a little test in a minute. Okay, notifications, nothing to really see there. Battery, okay. You got adaptive battery. Let's go to security. Okay, so you got screen lock, face unlock. You got smart lock. Okay. Let's see anything else. Ultra game mode. I'll show you how that works in a minute. Accessibility. If you're hearing or visually impaired, everything is on deck. You got flash notifications. Digital well-being. Monitor your scumbag activities. Accounts, system, navigation. Okay, you can have multiple users. You do got clone phone. Okay, that's your thought protection. I don't know if I said that earlier. Okay, but you can clone this phone if you want. And that's pretty much it. Okay, nothing to really see with the settings. And like I said, all of the settings are exactly the same on both of these phones. Okay, I don't want to have to keep repeating that. Anyway, okay, ultra smooth, Android 13. You see I got all my Android 13 widgets. No lag on either one of these phones. All right, so let's check the web browsing speeds. Go to apple.com.
Opening web page.
Okay. Now let's do that one more time. But this time, now that everything is all set up, go to apple.com.
Opening web page.
Okay, now this is the Pro. You see how fast that was? Now this one got a little, okay, we got a little hiccup on this. Let's exit out. Let's try that again. Okay, Vivo, don't troll me now. Don't troll me. Go to apple.com.
Opening web page.
Okay. Full website. Now I believe this might be the Chrome browser and this might be the Vivo browser. But if you notice, they opened up pretty much identical. So again, here's the difference. A little bit better processor. Let's try that one more time. This time, let's take it over to, matter of fact, let me set up this up. All right, so check this out. Now I'm going to use the Chrome browser on each of these phones just to prove that the processing speeds are basically the same. Watch this. Go to apple.com. Now we'll hit Apple at the same time. And there it is. Okay. Now, if you swipe up, you see you got all these recently used apps. Let's go to split screen multitasking. Let's do Facebook on the bottom. Facebook and Apple at the same time. And the same thing with this one. Let's split it. Bong, just like that. And we'll do Facebook on the bottom. Facebook and Apple. Okay, so split screen multitasking works just as smooth on each device. All right, so now let's test the one bottom firing speaker. Of course, I got the official Flossy Carter sound test by my homeboy Mark Rebier. Here we go.
Yo, sound test. Time for sound test. Everybody shut your mouth. Time for sound test. Time to test that quality of sound test. How's it sound, Floss? How's it sound, Floss? How's it sound now? How's it sound now? Does it sound big? Does it sound loud?
How's the bass, baby? How's the treble on it? How's it sound now? How's it sound now?
That's a sound test. That's a motherfucking sound test. Sound test. That's a sound test, baby. That's a sound test. That's a motherfucking sound test. How's the sound on that shit? God damn it.
Okay. Now, they sound exactly the same on each phone. I'm not going to play the whole song. But look, I'm going to cover up the bottom. You see? No top firing speaker. But it does get loud enough to do the job. I just wish it was dual speakers.
How's the sound, white shoes? How's the sound on it?
With this phone, you basically paying for the camera. But it sounds good though.
How's the sound, baby? That's a sound test.
It's just that once you get used to dual speakers, you can't go back to one speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Rebier. Again, these are camera phones, okay? So that's what you're going to pay for. And if you notice, the back is back to normal. All right, so now let's check the display, which, on a side note, it does have a curved panel on each of these phones. Get full screen. Excellent viewing angles. Little cutout for your camera. Now let's turn the volume down. And let's try the Pro version. Let's see if I can double fist these. Exactly the same. Same display on each one. Beautiful. All right, so now let's do a little bit of gaming. We're going to start with the V27 Pro. Got Asphalt 9 queued up on each device. Now, if you swipe over, you do have your game space. So you got battery saver mode, balance mode, or you can put it in boost mode. You can also lock the brightness. You got some different custom settings for screenshot and screen record. All right, here we go. Okay. Now, this one has a little bit better processor. Oh, look at that. Oh, I never seen that before. Oh, I'm out? Oh, I'm about to lose this one. No, I'm going to bring it back. Okay, look. Watch the landing. Okay. But as you can see for yourself, no lag at all. Am I gonna lose? All right. I don't want to see that. All right. Now we'll do the V27. Let me get some payback. Now, as you can see, same thing. I'm gonna 360s. I gotta get some payback on this one, y'all. Well, dude in that green is out though. Look. Let's see who got the better landing. Let's see who gets the better landing. Woo! Okay, I had to take the shortcut this time. See, did I get some payback on this? And there it is. So, as you see for yourself, like I said, don't let the specs on paper fool you. As far as performance, they're going to run exactly the same. All right, so now let's talk about the best feature of these phones, the camera. Identical on both phones except for one key difference. Now you got all the same shooting modes. So you got night mode, wide angle, all the way up to 10 times zoom. You got two different portrait modes, wide angle or standard. Photos, wide angle, all the way up to 10 times zoom. Video. Now here's the key difference. If you go to settings, if you notice with the Pro version, you got 4K 60 frames per second on the front and on the back. With the non-Pro version, you got 4K 30 frames per second on the front and on the back. So if you want 60 frames per second, you're going to have to do full HD 1080p. That's the major difference between the camera. Other than that, everything else is exactly the same. So you got micro movie and you got more. So you got high resolution, panorama, ultra HD documents, slow motion, time lapse, long exposure, super moon. You got pro mode, sports, double exposure, dual view, and live photos. So take a look at these test pictures and videos for yourself. Now, when I was outside, I did the same shots on each phone. The only thing you're going to notice differently is the video. Keep your eye on the video. We'll start off with the non-Pro version first. so now let's do the RDA test. Regular daily activities. Now this is important. You just spent $400 or $460 on a brand new phone. How does it work in the real world? Let's find out. Both of these phones always on display. All right, so you can see your time, date, battery percentage, and your notifications. Now when you wake up, all you got to do is pick up the phone and look at it. Bang, face unlock on each one. Now I'm gonna see if I can double fist these. All right, matter of fact, let's swipe over. Okay, so here's your Google home page on each of them. Nice and smooth. Exactly the same. Exit out of these. Now look, if you notice, look how many apps I had open in the background. Let's see, I think I got more on this one. It's hard to do this with my left hand. Close all of these out. Close all of these out. Now I'm not gonna double fist these. Let's start off with the double fisted. Let's start off with the non-pro version. Okay, so the first thing I like to do, go to Google. Okay, now this is the global ROM, so you can just swipe over, go to your Google homepage. Next, let's go to let's check the weather. Okay, that's the weather. Each device. This is the non-pro version. Okay, looks the same. Next, let's do some emails. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and reply to these. Europe. Okay, that's the Europe. And we'll do one on this one. Ha ha. You know when you're not laughing, you'd be like, ha ha ha, LOL. Meanwhile, you'd be having the straightest face ever. Okay, so that's my work segment of the day. Next, let's do some social media. Go to Facebook. Let's try to see if we can double fist these, all right? Okay. Little RIP mural, okay, for my man Bam. Okay, the G-Shock. We got the G-Shock Tiffany Patek. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Okay, so here's how your Facebook is. Let's see. You got status between pros. Okay. Facebook, look, everything looking exactly the same on each phone. Okay. Beard gang on deck. Okay. But this is how your Facebook is going to look. And at any moment, if you want to, let's go ahead and do a floating window. So we can have this as a floating window. Then we can minimize it and have it in a little ball. Okay, we'll do the same thing on this one. Okay, floating window, minimize it. Now let's open up Twitter. And from Twitter, one button back to Facebook. Okay, or you can swipe that out of there. Or this one actually you have to press the button, get it back to the little bubble, and then move the ball around. Bang, just like that. All right, so let's go through tweets real quick. Let's see what's going down in the Twitter sphere. Okay, let's go to mentions. Okay, get that Facebook out of the way. All right. Now, I was doing this, y'all notice I'm shooting the same video tonight. Do you plan on reviewing the Soundcore Liberty 4? I got these right here. So I'm getting ready to go on vacation right now. When I come back from vacation, who's this? This is for, let's see. Sheesinator. Let's get and reply to him. All right. Capture over, continue, why not? While using the app. Look, we're gonna do this live, yo. Bang. I'm gonna send him this. Use photo. And let's hit a yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Bang. So we just did a live tweet. So that's how your Twitter's gonna look. Okay. You see it flowing on each phone. Okay. Exit out of that. There's your tweets. Two of my bros right there. We got Xi Jinping and Putin. All right, my two guys right there. I know I'll be trolling. I'll troll it. Anyways, let's exit out of that. All right, so that's that's how your Twitter's gonna look. Let's take it over to what we got next. Let's do TikTok. Okay, now for TikTok, we gotta turn the volume down. Okay. Turn the volume down for TikTok.
You want a treat?
Okay.
Go to your rug.
Okay. So here's how your TikTok is gonna look. Okay, let's double fist some TikTok. Okay. What's going down over here? This side look a little bit better right here. Look like, hold up, what's she getting ready to do? Oh, she getting ready to try to dip? Bad move. We got NYPD on both phones. Okay. Got a lot of workout videos, BMW videos.
Oh man, this is my old car right here. I had this car right here. We used to call it the COP, the Caddy of Pain. I had a 77 Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham. Bro, I had the same, they don't make cars like that anymore. Okay. Anyway, those are the pop-ups. All right, so here's how your TikTok is going to look. Double fisting. I don't know, I like you saying it. Let's double fist some TikTok and keep it moving. All right, so let's exit out of that, and we'll do one more. Let's do Instagram. Well, okay. Okay, so we're on Instagram. Now let's see what's going down on Instagram. Okay, so we got the GTRs. Okay. Okay, now Instagram switched up on me. All right, this is a family show. Okay, now we got some slaps right here. Let's see this slap right. Oh my God. Oh no. What was it? Let's see. Are they going to show it? Oh my God. Chill. I need the sound for that, bro. I need the sound on that one, bro. Family show. Okay. Wow. Okay. Let's get the replay. Okay. Let's see the payback. Oh! All right. On the side note, hold up. Let me turn that down. On the side note, power slap is my new favorite sport, ladies and gentlemen. It's my new favorite sport. Let's see. Jay-Z's net worth, $2.5 billion. Let me hold something, Hove. Man, who I got to talk to? All right. Anyway, so let's keep it moving. All right. So anyway, so here's how your Instagram is going to look. And like I said, you see different processes. Different processes, but in the real world, they perform about the same. Somebody got my steering wheel. Okay. Got another steering wheel enthusiast on deck. Okay, let's catch up. Okay. What is this? Blade City. Okay. I don't see any 6ix9ine activities. The 6ix9ine streets cooled off a little bit. All right. Okay, let's see. Gossip. Jamie Foxx targeted in 40,000 Rolex scam. Okay, he's out here getting scammed. Anyway, as you can see though, I love these little memes right here, the POV ones with the car driving. It's just be cracking me up. This one right here, this lady right here, what a scumbag. What a scumbag. Okay. Anyway, so let me. I just want to see one more thing. Let's get this Cassidy out here. Okay. Let's see if can we get spicy one more time. Let's try to get spicy one last time. Okay. I noticed my Instagram been kind of tame these days, yeah. Like Instagram algorithm ain't the algorithms. You know what I'm saying? So with the algorithms. Anyway, here's Instagram on each phone. Okay. Anyway, that's your Instagram. Exit out of that. And we still got the Facebook windows on each one. Overall, all right, let's exit out of these. Bang, bang. Overall, fresh out of the box, okay? For $400 and $460, we can have a debate in the comments if you want, but I'm going on record right now and saying these are some of the best camera phones you could get at this price. Now, of course, there's always going to be the Google Pixels. The Pixel, the 6a. That's from last year, though. As far as this year, 2023, if you want a dope camera, you don't care about dual speakers, you don't care about IR blaster, you don't care about water resistance, you just want a glass back, glass front, thin, lightweight phone with a great processor, but flagship level cameras. The V27 and the V27 Pro are the way to go. Now let's do this one more time. All right, I'm going to do, matter of fact, let's do a little F. Let's do a little F. Look at that. Color changing back. This is going to be so much fun. If you really take your time and make some dope cutouts. Could do something like this. You know, you could go crazy. All right, the possibilities is endless. I hope this trend catches on to other phones, but this is pretty dope. And I love how the fact that it only takes a few minutes to go back to its original color. Anyway, Vivo V27, V27 Pro, $400, $460. Do the math yourself, but either way it adds up to savings. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about these.
He does reviews of all the latest technology. The iPhones, the iPads, the Galaxies, the Samsungs, whatever the fuck. The Beats by that doctor guy. And he puts his kitty cat in the videos too for you something to look at. You know, I'm an animal lover, so I like that shit. So make sure you hit the subscribe button to Flossy Carter on the YouTube, the follow button on the Instaface, and the like button on the Facebook. Because if you don't, we're gonna have a fucking problem here. A bad one. Now hit the fucking subscribe button.